All right, so this video today is going to be about what do you do when you sign in for the first time each day? What are the things that you should be looking for, collecting, and checking in on before you start going about exploring the map for people to attack and raid and loot and all that good stuff before you start doing your hourly challenges and your CR. This is the standard stuff that you should be focusing on to maximize the use of your time and to reap all the benefits from the game. So, what I usually do is the first thing is there's usually an icon right here to help out alliance members with their researching, building, things like that. There's usually also an icon right here for gifts for when people kill giants or if they buy packages and everyone gets an alliance gift and things like that. You focus on that. You also want to make sure that something is being built. Your builders are always doing something, whether they're out exploring or building something. You want to make sure that your builders are always doing something. You also want to make sure that you're always researching something. You want to make sure that your troops are always doing something, like gathering or out attacking, things like that. If you're offline, they should be gathering. You also want to check the scroll down here to see if there is any rewards that you need to collect for your main challenges, your daily missions, and your ROC missions, things like that. You also want to check this tab right here, which is an overview tab, and I'll go through that in just a second. You want to check to see if there's anything to collect right there. You want to see if there's anything to collect right there. Also, you want to see if there's any icons there in regards to free scrolls that you may have for free recruitments and stuff like that. We'll be going here in a second. I'll show you that sometimes there's a lot of gifts in there from the system. So we'll go to this tab that's over here. Boom, you want to make sure you're getting your free rewards. This tab up here is free diamonds, gems rather. All you got to do is watch a video and you can get gems, and you can do it several times a day. A lot of people don't remember that, or they just aren't aware of it. But you can always get free gems, my friends. Why would you turn down free gems? And then there's also gold. Why turn down free gold? The horn is there for a reason. Use it. Just like with the earned gems, you can watch a video and get double the amount of gems, or you can just claim them. If you have the time, you might as well watch the video. Okay. This section here will also allow you to see if you have scrolls for your stuff, daily supply. You see how it says collected? You know what I mean? This Dragonite thing, that's the horn. I already did it just now, so I have 3 minutes and 12 seconds until I can do it again. All my training is going on. I've got troops training in barracks, stables, and archery range. You should always have them training. Never empty. Make sure something's always researching. Don't have it empty. Same thing goes with your construction. Make sure they're always exploring or building something. Mine aren't doing anything right now. After the video, I will get them doing something though. Then you want to check these. Yeah, you can do this. If you need to upgrade buildings that have crystals and use Dragonite, you can go from right there. But this overview tab here, this is what's going to remind you of all the stuff that you need to take care of. All this stuff that's in here. Like I forgot about the Crystal Workshop. If I hadn't just looked at it now, I probably wouldn't have even added it into the video. And then, of course, there's the trade. Always check to see if there's some items. Like for instance, I'm going for my T7 cavalry. So I want to make sure I'm getting plenty of wood. So I just did that a little bit earlier. I exchanged some, looks like marble for some wood. Look at that. And then there's also, what you should be doing is rapid production on the primary stuff, such as lumber, at least, food, at least, and iron, at least. The other ones, do at your leisure. Also, unless you absolutely have to, meaning there's something you need to upgrade that requires population and things like that, do not waste your food and ale filling that up all the time. You're just wasting it. It does absolutely nothing unless you need it for upgrades. Some buildings require that you have to have a certain population, and the population will only go up if there's plenty of food and ale. But if you're not upgrading, don't waste your resources. If anything, use your resources, such as ale, for gold. So, for instance, you got this. I got a free call right now. That balloon's going to start showing up. You can go ahead. You don't have to wait for the balloon. You can just go to it. Hit that. And I can get 400 gold, 400,000 gold for each trade. But you go to sell resources. Sell your ale. Don't waste it in the damn tavern. You can just trade it in and get gold. So yeah, and then material workshop. You want to make sure that you're always producing materials, because you want to be able to craft various pieces of equipment, But in order to do it, you got to have material. And the material, you generally want to have gold material, because that's the best one. So you always make sure that you're creating material. Right now I have another set of 4 or 5 of that material to go. Check your material workshop. Look at that. I've got 2,864 dragonite fragments, which means I can use that to get myself a steel cavalry chest right here, which will just add more material to my inventory. Okay, so quick rundown. When you first sign in for the first time, and before you go about raiding castles, you're going to go to this tab over here, and you're going to go down the list. You're going to make sure that you receive any free gems for the time being. You're going to check your daily supply. You're going to call your dragon horn for gold. You're going to see if you have any free super recruitments or advanced recruitments or normal recruitments. You're going to make sure that all your stations are training something, whether it's cavalry, archers, or footmen. You're going to make sure that something is being researched. You're going to make sure that all of your builders are either out exploring or building something. You are going to, if need be, make sure that you have crystals going for any upgrades or dragonite material going in case you need it for upgrades. And you're going to check to see if there's any valuable stuff that you need that you can trade for or purchase in the trader unit. You are also going to check to see if someone needs help. You're going to check to see if there are any gifts. The icon would be around here somewhere. You're going to check to see if there's any event gifts that need to be collected. And you're going to check your scroll, see if there's anything there that needs to be collected. And of course, you're going to do your rapid productions. Iron, wood, and lumber is what I recommend doing. Make sure that you have your material shop producing material. Bam. And of course, National Quest. Right now, it's too late at night or too late in server time. No National Quest can be done, but I'll do another video about National Quest. But you always want to make sure that you do your National Quest for the day so that you can get cool things such as cards and skill points and things like that. So like all these are beneficial, and all these cards are beneficial too. We'll go over that another time. And that pretty much sums up what you need to be doing. Oh yeah, don't forget, heal your troops. But sometimes it's better to discharge your troops. If they're just using up resources and you don't necessarily need a whole bunch of excess troops at the time, it's very easy. There'll be a whole bunch of troops listed in rows here. You would select a troop, and then there's an option, and you can discharge it. You just tap it and you discharge them, which means get rid of them. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it costs more to heal troops than it does to train them. And that pretty much. Oh, one other thing I forgot. Your arena. You want to make sure that at least when you first sign in, that if you have any medals that you need to exchange, that you go ahead and exchange them for wisdom medals, which are these ones right here. Especially come Hero Day, you're going to need those. And I'll do a video about Hero Day where you can get millions of resources and thousands of gems. And that sums it up for the video for today on the key things to look for when you first sign in for the day. Check out the other tutorials.